Brand new Microsoft technology, games, and Sony might have lied to their fans, or was it Sony fans that lied to Sony fans? Let me, I don't know. Let's get into it. What is going on, guys? Dealer back again with yet another video, and I really thank you for joining me. But I know what you're thinking. Are you really going to do this? Are you really going to talk about this right now? Are you really going to bring this down? You know, yes, I'm really going to tell you RDX Podcast is on, this channel every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. But maybe I'll talk about that later in the video. I'm trying to be considerate, guys. Really, I want to talk about a lot of topics that have been going on, including the fact that Sony are sending their games to all these different devices and platforms. Be sure and let me know your thoughts as we go along, especially in the Sony multi-platform deal thing going on, because this is it's so crazy. It came out of nowhere. Oh boy. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And people on this channel, the comments, the chat, and the live chat during the podcast, everybody knew this was coming. But hey, we're not all on the same page, right? That's what this channel's for, right? We can all just kind of kick back, listen to some music, chill, eat some baby carrots, maybe not that last part, but other than that, yeah, if you end up liking the video, we're going to get into some lighter topics, and maybe hit the like button, show a buddy or two, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're almost at 100,000 followers or subscribers. I don't know, these words. You guys are not just subscribers. You're not just followers. You're not followers. I cringe when I say that. You guys rock out with me. I thank you. Let's get into it. First up, Halo Infinite, one of the textureless games in the history of gaming, has been delayed in order to give it a year upgrade via visuals on your Xbox Series X, PC, and of course, your remote control can opener, whatever else Microsoft planned to bring the game title to. Well, apparently they are enlisting a ton of help. If you recall, during RDX Podcast, I had talked about how they were getting help from the Forza team, they're getting help from the guys at Burger King and Sam's Club and everything else you could think of to get this thing done and out the door. And it kind of blows my mind that they ever thought it would release in 2020 to begin with. That's actually how we knew some of the ray tracing and the tools of Xbox Series X, yes, the way they get power from the box, was not going to be ready this holiday because Halo Infinite wasn't even going to ship with ray tracing at launch. I mean, think about that. Anyway, I digress. Long story short, Halo Infinite is receiving development support from a critically acclaimed studio, The Coalition, aka Black Tusk, aka Gears of War, the Gears 5 studio. Now, this information comes to us thanks to Adam Bowden. He was apparently a level designer for Gears 5 and now claims to have experience working on Halo Infinite. Hugo is also another developer that was working on Gears of War as a visual effects artist and now, seemingly through the magic of time passing and things changing, has experience working on Halo Infinite. Now, our good friend Hugo here does say he's worked on the cinematics of the game. That's enough for me. He's working on the campaign. He's getting those textures in there. He's getting all that good feedback in that Microsoft have taken. And you know what? This is a great thing. But hey, let me know what you think. Halo Infinite, are you excited for it? 2021, are you ready? I'm ready. I'm glad they delayed it. I want a quality title. That's what we've always asked for. I know that's what you guys wanted as well. At least those of you that actually want good games. And I'd like to know your thoughts on it. As we move into the next topic, Sony seemingly letting all of their biggest hardcore fans down. And if you're on Twitter, if you're on any kind of social media, if you're online whatsoever, you know these guys do not want games to go to other platforms. And I get it. If you're back in the dumpster days of 2014, 2015, whatever, right? We all done and said and thought stupid things, right? But it's 2021, guys. And Sony are putting your games on every single device. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, sounds very familiar. You didn't believe the memorandum. You didn't believe me. You didn't believe anyone else. Sony already bringing their games to PC. Jim Ryan effectively saying, look, you're not enough. We want more. We need more. And I want to be clear. They would need more even if they had triple the install base that they currently have. That's how corporations work. 15% growth year over year. I mean, if you do not grow, you are failing. You are fired. And when it comes down to it, they aren't doing bad, but they see Microsoft doing very well. Record profits by hitting things like PC and console at the same time. Now, things like Project Xcloud in the wings, they know that they are going to be reaching a massive amount of gamers through their cellular devices. And when that's maybe not your only choice, it is an option, and it will reach people that the Xbox in general hasn't even reached, isn't even in those territories. You will be able to play these games on your cell phone through Xcloud, which is a good offer, a good value. value. It's bundled in with Game Pass. Sony are going this route. I've been saying this for years. In fact, that's why I'm ranting on it like a moron right now, eating these baby carrots, because after years of saying this, after so many people saying that we were just full of crap on this channel, everyone in the comment section, everyone that saw the common sense that was right in front of your face. And by that, I mean, a large majority of radical Sony fans, not every one of them, not even most of them or half of them, just a fraction of them. But you know what? They're very vocal. And those are the guys that keep taking the L's. Everything from the 13 teraflops to the crossplay to the, hey, the games aren't coming to PC, to, what, they're not doing the PS Now stuff, and it's not going to be on yourself. Every single thing. It's just one after another. And you know what? Pat yourselves on the back, because add this one to your list of L's, I guess. As Sony confirmed officially that they're moving to PC. And it's not just the old games. It's just like some of you said, it's just the Decima engine. No, it's not just the Decima engine, silly. It's going to be every engine. This is going to, I guess, maybe sink in now. Anyway, I digress like an idiot. Yay, let me, I gotta rant sometimes, man. I gotta do something about this. It's a pandemic. I'm already riding my bicycle inside. I'm playing ping pong with some dust bunnies in the corner. I don't know. Things is crazy over here. All right. So PlayStation saying this and it coming back, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And I think it's a good thing, to be clear. I'm not ragging on PlayStation. I think that a lot of hardcore troll / not really troll, just hyper fanboy can't really get any attention any other way than to maybe lie about everything that everyone else says regarding the PlayStation brand, trying to skew things because they want to power an Xbox versus Sony fanboy war. And you know what? If they watch, they know. If you watch, you know. The PlayStation CEO says releasing first-party games on PC was a fairly straightforward decision. Now, for the few of you that haven't heard about this, the quote goes as followed. Now, he's asked about how their tune changed. Why did they want to do this now and they didn't want to talk about it before? Well, same way they did about cross-gen and a lot of other things. Their tune never changed. They just didn't tell you about it. They didn't port Spider-Man in 1 month to the PS4. They didn't make that decision. Oh yeah, it's coming to PS4 as well. We're the same date. They're just letting you know these things. They're slowly trickling out. Look at it. They're slowly kind of bracing you for what you should have been braced for years ago. Again, he says, I think a few things have changed when it comes to how their tune has shifted. We found ourselves now in early 2021 with our development studios and games in a better place than they ever have been. I believe, yes, they do have some great games lined up. They got some things coming. Think about it. They even had a great 2020. Xbox, I know you're watching. Hey, we're waiting on the games. We know they're coming, but holy shit. They can only last so long, I'll be honest. But we're hurting out here, all right? We got fake hips and I got life alert on, When it comes to the games, the AAA games, hopefully you guys got some bangers coming. I've got good faith. Let me know if you do down below. Jim Ryan continues by saying this is an opportunity to expand those great games to a wider industry. He's basically talking about people that don't have a PS4 and they don't currently have a PS5, and they want to play these games like Horizon Zero Dawn, played on PC. Now Days Gone's going to PC. You'll soon hear about God of War going to PC, and I'm hoping to get all of those games on PC actually, because I'd rather play them there than the PlayStation 5, if I'm honest. Anyway, but Jim Ryan tries to chop a lot of this up to, hey, games are getting more expensive to build. Well, for one, you've already raised the prices $10. What are you talking about? That's on top of your microtransactions making you more money on top of these games in their sales than pretty much any point in history before. You are more profitable as a result, and if a game's quality, people will buy it. It's not that the price isn't high enough or that you're not selling enough copies most of the time. Most of the time, if a game fails, it just wasn't all that great. And I hate to say that, but that's definitely something that people don't seem to be saying enough of. We see their books, we know how much they make, they are making tons of profit. You didn't even need to raise the prices, but you did. You didn't need to even do this to stay profitable, but you did. The thing is, you're a corporation, you want more money. That's fine. Be honest about it. Now again, a lot of you will say, well, this is just a test, and just like you did the last 6 times, they started throwing crap this way. And once more, you need to open your eyes. Actually, you just need to accept the fact that there's nothing wrong with this. Microsoft started doing this since 2015, and guess what? You don't got no exclusives. Oh well. Do you like the PlayStation ecosystem? Do you like the Xbox ecosystem? Or did you leave them because the game's on PC? Well then go ahead. You're not a real Xbox or PlayStation fan anyway. If you're only on a system because of a game you can only get there. But is that all? Is that all? The only reason you got it? I get it if you can only afford one, and I've been there. But again, if you have multiple platforms, you're going to PC or PlayStation or Xbox, anything. Think about the reason that you're doing so. Aren't there multiple reasons that you prefer that console or that platform? Friends list, flexibility, PC, speed, convenience, online services, all kinds of different reasons that we choose the things we choose. Kind of like you're choosing a new car with a good budget. To me, if you leave PC for an exclusive game, if you leave Sony because their games are going to PC, if you leave Xbox because their games just aren't that great. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Well, you know what? You're not a PlayStation fan. You're not an Xbox. You're a fake-ass PlayStation fan. But when it comes down to it, if you're going to go ahead and abandon your trophies, your friends, and all that other stuff because God of War is going to be in the PC, that's ridiculous, ultimately to me, because I'm a console guy. But maybe you'll prefer PC gaming. I certainly don't. And I think it's okay. But anyways, let me know what you think of this one down below. Hey, speaking of streaming, speaking of gaming on all kinds of different devices, Xcloud is that first big foray into that territory. You'll start to see these apps on your TV soon. You'll start to see a new streaming stick. You'll have this thing on every single cell phone. This is a massive market. Apparently, Xcloud is going to unlock impossible possibilities on, games. It's going to be able to do things you've never been able to do before. Microsoft Chief of Cloud Gaming says that technology will allow previously impossible things to happen on future games. And by this, he's talking about the massive server capabilities of Project Xcloud. He says there are things that the industry really cares about today that could be major pain points, but they're trying to help. They're going to do this by accelerating game production through the cloud. Once you have this tool, distribution becomes more fluid. He says they were just racking these Xboxes in the cloud, forming a network that you can stream games on, but once they got more experience with it, they started running some experiments, and turns out they found some new things. He says you may be able to build a game experience that actually leverages systems collectively. By that, he says you will not be able to do this without running in the cloud. Massive games with lots of players in a single environment, interacting in new ways. So to be quick, he's basically saying, hey, we can really use all these systems in the cloud as a hive mind. Think of it as sticking a bunch of TVs together to form a larger TV. Seriously, I just thought about that, right? A bunch of TVs, stack them together, what do you get? A bigger TV. Well, he's basically saying we smack all these cloud machines together, Series X's, right? And you come together with maybe a bigger console experience, link these players together, link this hardware together to help power it all, and a new experience. Let me know what you think about this down below. By the way, Microsoft's new headset looks pretty sweet. It promises pretty good performance, Atmos, and more. It also has a noise-canceling mic, which is adjustable in the OS, and I don't know, this is pretty impressive, I'll be honest. $100. It is fully wireless, and I think it syncs to your Xbox like a controller does. So you hit the sync button just like you would with an Xbox Series controller. But hey, let me know what you think of the video down below. If you ended up enjoying it, learned something, hey, maybe hit the like button. It really helps someone you know. Subscribe for all of the latest and greatest. Hit the bell icon. And of course, I am Dealer. Thank you very much for supporting what I do. I can't believe that I crawled out of a trash can next to Arby's back in 2014, making videos for my Xbox One console via Upload Studio. And here I am, kind of insane. And while it is a lot of time when it comes to the community and the work and the videos, it's not really physically demanding, but it is time consuming. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. So thank you very much for letting me do this. And let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks to the patrons, the channel members, so many cool people to talk about. So All Mike's definitely one of them. Gaz from Game On Daily, check them out. They're not corporate owned. They will hook you up with all the information you need. That link is down below. And every other source link is down below. I'm Dealer. I'm out.